Welcome to my third and last video about the relation between industries and universities on innovation. I thought that it could be a good idea to talk in English. This article because the language is in English. Then we can start. The name of the article is Technology Transfer Models and Elements in the University-Industry Collaboration. We can start with a list of models of technology transfer. That means that this investigation started in 1982 with Landau. His model is General Model of Technology Transfer. The important point is the model is focused on the transmission of information and considers the promotion of the product as a main factor for delivery of the product, and that means that the methodology is qualitative, practical case. On 2002, Malik, the foundation is between areas of a company, based on the broadcasting process present for agents of the same institution, describe positive and negative factors of the influence, the transfer progress, and the methodology is qualitative, conceptual models. In the same year, Mayer and Blas is focused on university-industry relation. The important point is present different approach that can be used depending on the characteristics of the agents and describe the importance of a new actor that allows for translating the language spoken by the transmitter and receiver. The methodology is qualitative, practical case. On 2004, Rubiralda talk about the relation between university and industry and present a system approach based on the triple helix, where the main agents are the university as a creator of technology, the industry as a receiver of technology, and the technology transfer office (TTO), and as the intermediary agents that support the transfer process. The methodology is qualitative as a practical case. Next, in 2006, Gorchek, Gar, Larson, and Uolin talk about the relation university-industry and expose a model built from a particular case, describes 7 steps that should be taken to achieve TT, and the methodology is qualitative, practical case. On 2008, Woronkun and Stewart talk about between international industries and consider that the transfer process is influenced by the political and social environment. Also describe the importance of learning from past experience for future technology transfer process. On 2009, Hoffman, Amal, and Mays talk about the relation between university and company, describe that there are 3 levels that university research can offer: level of science, level of technology, and level of use. That transfer can occur at any level, and the methodology is quantitative. On 2012, Kaviri, Rust, and Senin talk about between areas of a company. This model based on the model presented by Malik, where the great environment is added, the legislative environment that influences technology transfer, and the methodology of this model is qualitative, conceptual model. On 2015, Boseman, Rice, and Jyoti talk about general model of technology transfer and consider criteria of effectiveness as a fundamental factor for the transfer process, and the value of the public was added as a factor that determines the success of a transfer, and the methodology is qualitative, conceptual model. We have other authors like Kalnins and Haronovich and talk about the relation between university and industry and describe that there is not only formal technology transfer and informal technology transfer. Is based on the fact that the university currently has the mission of helping the industry generate innovation, and the methodology is qualitative, conceptual model. Well, the next part of my mind map is about the discussion. It is on different parts. I decided to make the next parts. Approach to technology transfer models. First refers of paper that present models of technological transfer, 10 papers, and it based on one of several experiences of technology transfer in the context of collaboration, universities, and industries. The second group is characterized by case studies where the authors presented their experience in transferring a technology, describe the elements that are necessary to transfer a technology, and describe the basic elements that must exist in a transfer technology. Third group, the complementary elements in transfer technology for the UIC context it is not fundamental to the transfer models. Traditional elements for technology transfer, that means that transmitter is a donor or sender, receiver, transferee, and transfer object and mechanisms. That means that transmitter, sender, or node agent is one that develops the technology in laboratories. For example, university can be considered as a transmitter. Receiver or transfer agent is the element that receives the technology, is in charge of taking advantage of it to generate innovation. The industry will always look for technologies that generate value. The next part of these models is the message or object. Are divided in industries, seeing the object from a perspective of the state of use of the technology. Exploitation acquires technology, can explore and can validate new knowledge. And for the other side, universities, the object developed and ready to be transferred is found in three levels: science, technology, and use. The last part in that discussion is mediums and transfer mechanisms. In this part, talk about the mechanisms as a refer to the tool that allows the object, technology, to be transferred. As medium, in the form of presentation of the object, depend of the motivation and barriers, which are consequences of the social, political factors that arise in the collaboration between agents. And of the last part is modality, are divided in two parts. The formal modality, present and try to transfer the technology developed, and the informal modality is not transfer technology, but to present the object as an interest group in the process to generate a technology transfer. In the last part of this mind map about the relation between industries and university, we have conclusions. First, there was a considerable amount of studies on models and elements of technology transfer. Second, the literature review has implication in practice. For example, there is no dependence between the transfer mechanisms, the level of use of the technology. Inside of its part, the technology could be transferred when it's already in validation, exploitation, and exploration stage. The third part and last is in Latin America, literature shows a growing interest in topics related to transfer technology, collaboration between universities and industries, and practical cases regarding patents to academic entrepreneurship. That means that it's not only a relation as education, it's too a relation as a production of knowledge that it could be used on industries. And that is the interesting part of this article, how the universities and the knowledge inside of each student could be used on industries, and how can it could make new products, new process, new use on different environment of the industry, not only in national part, is to international and mondial global innovation. If I can get new knowledge and I can use on an industry, it could be used in other parts of the world where it is necessary. Well, that is all, and remember, we have to respect the knowledge of the others, and we have to recognize the outdoor ideas, and we can use the ideas of others to make a new things and innovation. Thank you very much, and I hope it could be a good explication. We will see you on the next time.